那个下面的修好了。
买了一个新的，可以了吧？
那就 for the crush also have the wood machine, wood chipper machine for make bigger the wood chips for burn you or for make paper also is okay. Also have the wood shaving machine for make the shavings for the animal bed or the horse bed also is okay. And the wood sawdust machine. Wood sawdust machine is make the very finer the wood sawdust. It will be to make the wood pellet or you need to uh, use for also can use for animal bed or bird also is okay. And also for the garden and you have much material to process the wood branch machine. And we also have update one new type according to customer needs. Update one small working wood chipper machine. Also process wood chips is similar with wood chips. And first, I will introduce our machines for the wood shaving machine, wood sawdust machine, and wood branch machine. You can see this video, and this is our factory introduced. We take a picture, take a video about our factory introduced. This is the wood sawdust machine. And for yes, this is shoes with cheaper machine, with the sawdust machine. For the difference about the three type machine, today I will introduce and welcome everyone to visit our live and visit our machineries live show. If you have any question, you can send a message to us, and we can see your question and will directly reply your question. This is one face-to-face live. You can learn more details about our machine. Okay, first we introduce about our machines, about wood shaving machine. So with the shaving machine, usually like this picture shows is like this picture is mainly in for process wood board and wood log is better. And for usually the capacity is more is suited for own use. And if you want to purchase one machine for make some wood shapes for your farm, make a bed like a chicks or the horse or the pig machine. For this wood shaping machine is easily we can see some video about the sewing machine. The board, but after you use this, also is very good. But this is only for the small capacity is suitable for your own farm use. If you want to the big capacity, you can the You can see the wood flash, wood shaving video. For this is process like this is process the wood log, the fresh wood log to make the light and smooth the shavings. And also we will introduce about the machine, the details. The machine is how to work, the inside, and have the spare part and some attention point about you use the machine and the machine. If you choose, you can choose which type is more suitable. Also, this is the small about video. Okay, this video is mainly shows small wood board, and this is for another side shoes machine. The machine is for the smallest is matches 11 kilowatt. So if you want to this machine in your farm, you need this three-phase electric, the factory electric, or you can choose this diesel engine. Diesel engine also is okay. One choose big capacity, you can to connect one combiner equipment for easy to collect the wood shavings and also will be have the big capacity. And for this machine, you process the material, and better is choose fresh, or you choose first to and for the bearing part, you after one period of time, you can add the oil to make sure the bearing is okay. And for this, for process, mainly is depend on the blade. Actually, this is we named this moving blades. Also have three the board. We named this fix the blade. For this, have a screw to fix. Usually, you can. Usually is no need to adjust the fixed blade. For some time, you use the machine for have like a half a year or 1 year. You can adjust the fixed blade. It's a better to process the size or the thickness, the final pieces you need. Yeah, this is the machine, the blade cutter shoes, and the blade. This is the blade, this side have the screw. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 3 screw to fix the moving blade. If you want to adjust just the switch the blade, the three the screw to adjust the moving blade. And this is our material about this wood shaving machine. And now we mainly introduce the smallest type of wood shaving machines. If you want to bigger or have you want to have process the much material, have much wood to process for selling, or your customer needs a bigger type, you also can contact us. Our colleague is waiting your inquiry. You can send a message And for our Weiwei machinery is produce this forklift machines more than 20 years is very have much experience about this machine. We can, according to your needs, recommend a suitable machine for you. You can see this is the different sizes with shapings. This is bigger. And for this is through this material wood board. Also, you can use this, the wood branch. You're cutting the tree from branch is okay. Now we can see some video about this machine. This is the board to put. You can see will be process for this machine compare other type machine. You know, so for the savings is small and the final piece is small. So the capacity is not big than the other type of the forest machine. Also, if you want to this machine to as a packing to the fill material also is okay. It will be protect the goods. Also, we have this bigger type about this machine. For if you think the smallest type is not suited for you, you can choose like this. They will be bigger, and well match is 18.5 kilowatt or 15 kilowatt is motor, and also is okay. This is the machine. The pictures is you can see the machine is bigger than we at first introduces MBJ 420 type. Okay, now we can introduce the next type about the wood sawdust machine. For the wood sawdust machine is different with like you know, like the wood crush machine, wood chipper machine, wood shaving machine. They forms you just look like the machines is have similar and is the principle is same. Just throw the blades to cutting the wood log, wood branch. But the wood sawdust machine is wood sawdust machine is you know for how to say is multifunction and processes wood to make a very finer, very small the wood sawdust. And this is the smallest type. But the smallest type also matches 15 kilowatt motor or 18.5. No processed wood is have enough power. This is the machine, the picture. For this series machine, usually we have two type. You know, like this. This is the feeding pole. You know, it like it's bigger, right? And for if you have processes, you know, some wood log also have two feeding pot type. And their part will have like is a wood crush machine, like that is the blade cutter. Two, first cutting the wood, then through the hammer mill, the hammer blade mill. Now we can see the machines about the inside. First, we can see the video about the machine. Yeah, you can see this have two feeding port, matches a big model, and they have one tube. Two also is through the wind is blow out the small wood sawdust. And for the wood sawdust machine, also you can see the pictures. For the inside, first is the single feeding port part type, like this. Through you can process the wood log, wood branch, especially some the furniture, the scrap, or wood the block also can use this machine. The machine inside will have much is hammer blade. We also with the high speed running and will beat and make sure the final piece is enough small. The machine have the screen. The screen, the hole size is about 3 millimeter or 5 millimeter or 10 millimeter to make the different sizes of final pieces. And then we'll through the outer port, and you can see this part is mainly to produce have enough the wind will be blow out the wood sawdust. And for this machine, maybe some friend is have a question. For this machine, it seems like the feed crush machine, but for this machine, the principle is the same. But this machine is for process wood, the hammer blade is more thickness, and some power is more enough, and the machine size, the capacity both is big. And if you feed animal, you also can choose this machine. But first, need to clear some machine inside some wood sawdust. You can see the machine, the inside picture. For the machine, the back part, the cover part have some board. Within this blackboard form, make sure the wood chips, some wood to entering the machine inside. The working house will have better the function to hammer mill the wood chips, get the more even the wood sawdust. And we can see the machine, the feeding port. You can see is big. About this is the 67 centimeter about the feeding port. You can directly put the furniture, scrap, wood scrap, wood block. Literally will have the video and show the machine how to work. You can see the feeding port. But if you want to process them, is big wood log is not suitable. Suggest you choose the two feeding port type. Then you can cutting the big wood log, then hammer mill is okay. You can see the machine the length. Just we choose the feeding port, the wide, and the length also is about 27 centimeter is process much material, especially the wood branch, you can put much together and fit. Now we can see this series another time for have the two feeding part type. This is pictures before we take in factory. Now we can see some machine inside. For this machine, the spare part mainly is the blade. And for the hand blade, it's not sharp, just two, like just one steel board to beat the forest. You can see the machine inside. The brick board and the hammer blade and the screen. If you want to process the different size of fine pieces, you can choose the different size screen. Also, for the spare part mainly is blades. If you choose the single feeding part, mainly spare part is screen. And for this machine, do not process any the hard and steel the material like a stone, like a nail or other the steel the material. It will be broken. The screen is like this is processed 3 mm. The wood sawdust is cannot process the steel. And for the two feeding port type, we can see the machine, the pictures. Yeah, this is the two feeding port type, and this part is for put the big the diameter wood for first to make the chips like 3 to 5 centimeters the wood chips, then process. And also we have some customer they want to make a simple line to process the wood. Usually first uses wood chips, wood chipper machine makes the bigger wood chips, then through the wood sawdust machine processes the wood chips, make the wood sawdust. Then the capacity is bigger. Also, if you have no much the capacity needs, you can choose this type. Also, for the machine, you can choose some collect equipment for easily to collect the wood sawdust. You can use bag and for easily. And also this equipment also can to remove the sawdust. You can choose the two bags first and there to collect the sawdust. With one bag the sawdust is worth more. Will be better than have one bag to collect the sawdust. And this is the wood sawdust pictures is very small. And maybe some customer they find the wood pellet from the local market. The market wood pellet, and for this wood sawdust is okay. Through the wood pellet machine to make the the hard and more better can sing long time the wood pellet. And for the wood sawdust is 3 to 8 millimeter is okay, it's no problem. Also, you can choose this machine process different material. Like some areas, they have much the cold. Like this picture shows this is the process the cold to make the sawdust. And this is chooses big screen. If you want to very finer, very small, the final pieces you also can choose like 3 millimeter is enough. And for this machine, also usually we are faced to some place and for easily process the material. Also, if you want to easily move, also can choose which is rubber wheel. You know, use your tractor or your car to drive the machine and to anywhere about you process the material. Is okay, no problem. Yeah, this is a picture. Usually for your farm use, you can choose a smaller type or big type. So single feeding pot is enough. Like this, just put the material into the working house and process the final pieces. Maybe we can see some video about this machine and for more clear to know the machines, the work and the final pieces process which material. You can see this is process is fresh with a branch. You can see we prepare the material, the fresh branch, the log, also is no problem. And also have the corn cob, or you want to feed the animal, also can use this machine for process the grass or straw. But for the grass, is cannot put much for one time. You know, the fresh the grass is have enough water, is not easily to blow out. And for like this video shows, we use one bag to collect the final pieces. And for the wood log like this, is better choose the two feeding pot part like this. First, cutting the wood chips. You know, this machine, the following is wood hammer mill machine. Blades through the hammer blade to mill the wood chips, and is not easily, or is cannot directly process the big wood. Now we can see another video about this machine. And before we test much material like the wood branch, some for the wood board is no problem. Like this is the wood board. You put the wood board, you can together a wood branch is no problem. For this diameter, wood is very easily to process to make the final pieces, the wood products. You can see. This is we not add the bag about the top, the collect equipment top. And the machine also is very easily to install. Just it installs the feeding pot and collect equipment is okay. And easily to operate. You can see the final pieces is small. Also we have test other material like this, the coconut husk. The coconut husk actually is not easily to directly hammer mill. So we choose first to cutting the small pieces, then through the hammer mill blade, and very easily to make the small. The sawdust is very fine. We can see the final pieces is video. You can see this is very finer. If you use this final piece to make a wood pellet is okay. Make a fertilizer also is okay. You can see it's very small. Also, we test the cone call. Some area they have a customer process much material. They process the cone call. Also, is no problem. The cone call mainly the question is, the cone call the surface is soft. Is not very hard to process the material. If you choose the yearly type machine, is can cutting, but the final pieces is have big, have smaller. But if you choose this machine, it's easily to solve this question because the machine has a screen. You can see, and the capacity also is bigger than wood.
看我很新鲜。我也。
And also we have can see the machine, the final piece is for. This is only through the hammer mill, the feeding pot to process. Okay, now we can later we'll continue introduce the wood branch crusher machine. Now my colleague July will introduce our other type of service machine. Welcome to July.
Hello everyone, this is July from Zhengzhou Weiwei Machinery Company. I will introduce another wood chipper machine. Now I will introduce the hot selling wood chipper machine. This one. This one wood chipper machine. This machine is the hot selling machine. This machine, you can see the picture. This one. This one machine have two feeding pot. This is the first. This is the second. This machine can put the wood logs and the grass and the corn straw, grass straw like this. This put the wood logs. For this machine, the small type is MF420. This type can put the wood log diameter is about 20 centimeter. And this machine can put the raw material, many kinds such as wood logs, boards, bamboo, straw, plum leaves, and others. And this machine, the final pieces can use for mushroom, for fertilizer, or for burning. You can see this part. This is the smallest one type, MF420 type. This is the diesel engine type. You can see the two machines. The machine frame is different. This for the diesel engine wheel with the big wheels. As the picture shows, you can see clearly like this big wheels, this wheels and this wheels, because the diesel engine will the weight will very weight. We make the wheel will be moved very easily. And if for this machine MFG 420, this machine, if you match the electric motor, the motor about 11 kilowatt, for the voltage about 3 phase. If you match diesel engine like this picture, the power about 15 horsepower. This is the big type wood chipper machine, also hot selling machine. This is very big, over 1,000 model. And for the big model, there are 2 feeding port type, one from the lower, other from the side. Now I will introduce the wood chipper one by one. Now you can see this one. This one is a 420 type. For this type, we match the diesel engine and the electricity type. For the type, the machine frame are different. You can see this clearly. The diesel engine frame will be bigger than electricity. But for the machine feeding port, power, blades, or seam, for this machine, the feeding port can put the biggest diameter about 12 centimeter. For this machine, the power about 11 kilowatt. This is the blade, moving blade. For this machine, we have 3 blades. One is the moving blade, another is the ARC blade. The last one is hammer blade. And for this machine, the smallest one, the capacity about 0.8 to 1.5 10 powers. This is the blade size. This is the second wood chipper machine, MFG series. You can see the machine size, the feeding port. This machine can put the wood log about 15 centimeter, and the power about 22 horsepower kilowatt. This is the cutter. The cutter head diameter, and for this type, the blade also 4 pieces. For the MFG 500 type, this machine capacity will be bigger than this one. This is the blade size. The following type, MFG 600 type. This type will be bigger than last one, and the power will be bigger, about 30 kilowatt. And the blade also 4 pieces. This machine capacity will be bigger, the biggest about 2.5 10 per hour. For MFG series, the machine, the final pieces have different sizes, such as 3 mm, 5 mm, 3 mm, 8 mm, 12 mm, 60 mm. According to your requirements, we will match the different size mesh. For this machine, we can match different mesh, and the final pieces will be different. The following is the middle and the larger type. You can see this. Now I will show you some picture about MFG series. This is the diesel engine type. This is the real machine. You can see clearly this machine have two feeding pot. This one put the wood logs. This one put the grass, corn stalk, maize straw, wheat straw, and other grass. This is the feeding pot. The grass and the wood log from here, input, output from here. This is the diesel engine type. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 with 4 wheels. It can move very easily. This diesel engine about 15 horsepower. And for this machine, when we deliver it, we will packing with the wooden case about 2.2. The size. The next picture. Other side from this machine, you can see clearly. This grass feeding pot. And we have some sticker on the machine and remind the operator, remind something. When you operate this machine, please read the manual carefully and also remind the sticker, such as this one. Please don't put on your hands here, and this one. Safety cover. Also stick or sticker. This one, you can see this one is the final pieces from this machine cutting. From different size. We also stick this arrow. This is the machine arrow and the motor direction. I will show you other picture. This is the final pieces. The final pieces size. This one, the final pieces size are about, we have different size, such as 3 millimeter, 5 millimeter, 8 millimeter, 12 millimeter, 50 millimeter. When you order the machine, please send us your requirements. We will match the different mesh. Because for the different final pieces, the final pieces, the function are different, such as for mushroom, for burning, the final piece size will be different. You can see the final pieces size. We use our tool to measure the size about 12 millimeter. This is the 10, 11, 12. This size. For this final pieces size, can use the for fertilizer and the mushroom. I will show you some picture about electricity type. This is the electricity type. This is the electricity about 11 kilowatt. This we haven't installed the feeding chopper for the wood log feeding chopper, for the grass and the corn stalk feeding chopper. You can see this clearly. For this machine, we match B type B belt. 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. This is the electricity type. For this type, we haven't matched the wheels. If you want to match wheels, we can also match for you. As you know, we are factory. Also, we are factory. We are the manufacturer and the supplier of this machine. We can offer different requirement. When you order, you need to offer us your requirement. I will show you the next picture. Other sides from the electricity type. For this machine, the electricity type, we packing with the wooden case about 0.5. The size. And for this machine delivery, we have different package, such as wooden case and other package, according to your requirements. will show you some part of this machine. Some part picture. You can see this is the cutter hand from our factory. You can see clearly this cutter hand very thickness. And this cutter hand will install 4 pieces of blade. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pieces moving blade, and the blade very sharp and are made of alloyed cutter head. You can see this. Different size, different angle about the blade, about the this is the unfinished machine in our factory. Our factory have different areas for wood chipper, for other agriculture machines such as chip cutter, cutting grass machine, feed pallet machine, and other agriculture machine. These areas is the wood chipper areas. This is the smallest one about MFG 420 type. You can see over there the big one over 1000 type. There are a worker. This is the blade. This is the MFG 500 type wood chipper MFG series. When we finish this, we will painting on this machine. And you can see this machine, we only one feeding chopper for wood logs. If you want 2 feeding chopper, we can also manufacture for you. As you know, we are factory. We can offer different machine for you. And if you have any question, you can send us. We will, and there will be someone reply to you. And if you want to watching some other videos or want to know about some other machine, you can also send a message to us. Now I will open other picture for you. This is the blade for MF series. You can see this blade. This blade is very sharp. This blade are made of alloyed cutter head. And for this machine, for the MFG series, when you use for a long time, you need to sharpen the blade. And for this machine, please don't put the steel or stone on this machine because it very harmful for the blade. And we also can offer you sharpen blade machine, and it can sharpen the blade only 1 to 2 minutes will be sharpen one blade. We will show you next picture. You can see you can see clearly. This part, there are a line, this one. There are a line. This is the alloy, made of alloy. different size. This is our warehouse for the spare parts for such as the wood chipper blade, chip cutter blade, and the belt barrier warehouse. We have 2 manufacturer factory and 1 warehouse. This is from different angle about the moving blade. And for the smallest one, we'll match the 4 pieces the moving blade. And the middle about 4, and the biggest about 6 to 12 pieces of the moving blade. This 1 wooden case, 1 wooden case blade for the MFG series. This can see clearly. This is the big machine blades, because you can see this hole is different with the smallest one. Now I will show you other picture. And if you have any question, you can send us. And if you want to choose the e-catalog, please send a message to us. We will send it to you. Hi, welcome to our live show. Now I will show you some picture. This picture you can see clearly. This is the smallest one, about MFG 420. This one. This one is the electricity type with 2 feeding chopper. This one for wood logs. This one for straw, corn straw, and other straw. This for the wood logs. For this smallest one, the motor about 11 kilowatt. This one is the diesel engine. For the diesel engine, about 50 horsepower. This machine, you can see this machine and this machine, the machine frame will be different. This frame with the wheels, and for the electricity type, if you want to match the wheels, we can offer to you. As you know, we are factory. We can offer different machine type for you. This is the middle type of the wood chipper, MFG 6002800, and the capacity will be middle and bigger than the smallest one. This one is the PTO type wood chipper machine, and this type about 700, and this machine, the capacity about 3 to 12, 10 power. This is the bigger one, about 10 model, 1000 model. This is also big one. This is we add a longer output. This is the feeding put. This is the biggest one with the diesel engine type. We have added this device. Now I will show you some picture again. I will show you some package picture. This is the machine package picture. You can see clearly we will package it with the wooden case. This wooden case. And we will cover the wooden case. This is the mesh. This is our before color. The color is green and yellow. No, our factory the color about is the blue. Like this one. We will show you the next picture. Different side, different angle about this machine. This is the blue color. Also, our factory no color. We package it with the wooden case. Now we will show you other picture about this machine. I will show you some diesel engine picture. This is the instruction about the diesel engine. The diesel engine, the different part. This is the stock in our factory for the diesel engine about 50 horsepower for the smallest one MFG series, MFG 420 type. You can see this is the MFG type. We match the wheels. And for this machine, if you order the diesel engine, and usually we need about 7 days. 7 days. If you electricity, about 3 days will deliver. This is the diesel engine type. We match the different wheels and the big wheels. This we haven't installed another fitting chopper. This is different angle about the diesel engine type. Diesel engine type MFG 420 machine, wood chipper machine, and the diesel engine about 50 horsepower. You can see this with the big wheels and it moves very easily. This is the other side from this about this machine, MFG 420. You can see clearly we have stick some sticker about this machine. When you operate this machine, please read the manual book carefully and read the sticker. It's very important. And for the MFG series, we can match the electricity, diesel engine, and the PTO type with the tractor. When you order the machine, please offer me your requirements. If you want to choose the diesel engine or you want to choose the tractor, we can match for you. This is from other side about MFG 420 type with the big wheel with the 15 horsepower diesel engine. This is the safety cover, you can see clearly. We also stick the sticker. It's very important when you operate, please read carefully. Now I will show you some other picture. Now I will show you the big type. This is the inner structure about big type MFG series. You can see clearly. This is the mesh. The mesh size are about 10 millimeter. You can see. This is the hammer blade. This is the moving blade. This with the 12 or 8 pieces of moving blade. This is the tether hand. This is a different angle about the inner structure. This is the bearing, and this is the hammer blade. And for the big type wood chipper machine with the two blades, one is the moving blade, another is the hammer blade, and for the smallest one we will match three blades. One is the hammer blade, another is the moving blade. The last one is the AR3 blades. This is the biggest wood chipper machine. We painting it with blue color. And for this machine, the electricity type, the power about 1010 kilowatt. This is our factory. This is the hot selling and the smallest one, 420. This is also our factory for other agricultural machine. This is the cutting grass machine. As you know, we are factory. We manufacture wood chipper machine and other agriculture machine. This is agriculture machine for cutting grass for feeding animals, such as chicken, pigs, and other animals. This also the cutting grass machine frame. This is other areas about our factory. As you know, we are factory, we have different areas in our factory. This just the number 2 factory. The number 2 factory, we have different areas for the chip cutter, cutting glass machine, feed pallet machine, and wood chipper machine. This is for the machine frame, and the second floor is our installation areas. We will installation the machine. And this, the first floor, we have the wood chipper areas and the wood chipper installation areas. We have other factory. This factory we will painting. No, I will show you the next picture. This is another machine about wood shaving machine. The wood shaving and the final pieces will for animal breeding, for the chickens, for the horse. This is the other side about the wood shaving machine. Now I will show you the final pieces picture. Wait 1 minute, it will be clearly. This is the final pieces and the mesh about 15 millimeter, the final pieces. And this usually used for the fertilizer, for the mushroom, and for the burning. This raw material is the wood log, and for this machine we can also use the bulb, and wood branch, wood logs, and corn cob. I will show you other picture about the final pieces. This also the final pieces. This also the final pieces, the mesh about 50 millimeter, 60. This is the other machine. This is sawdust wood chipper machine, and the raw material is this like this wood board, and this is the other wood strip. The final pieces will be smaller, about 3 millimeter. Now I will show you other picture about MFG series. I will show you the wire connection. And for this wood chipper machine, when you receive the machine, this is the, and this machine, is the motor about 11 kilowatt. When you receive machine, you need to connect the wire for the plug. You can see here clearly there are three positions to connect the wire. You just need connect one position, connect one wire is okay. This operates very easily. If for the connect wire, if you have any question, you can send to us, and we will guide you online. This is our new type about the tractor type. This machine is about MFG series, about 2600 type. This will be match the tractor. You can see clearly the machine frame will be different. This will be clearly different, very different. Different with the electricity type and diesel engine type. And for this type, we match one feeding. No, show you biggest one. This is the 1800 type. This is the biggest type of the MFG series. Now I will show you some video about MFG series. Now I will show you the video about diesel engine type. You can see this machine with two feeding chopper. You can see we can put the wood branch and the corn straw together. This is the output. The final piece is output from here. You can see the worker put the wood logs. And for this machine, the biggest wood logs are about 20 centimeter. This is the diesel engine type and the power about 50 horsepower diesel engine type. We will show you other video. Bamboo. This is the diesel engine. The raw material is the bamboo. You can see the worker put the bamboo from the wood log chopper. The final piece is output from here. You can see the final pieces are clearly very small. And this machine now makes the match about 60 millimeter. The final piece is the size. like this. Also with some corn stalk final piece inside, very small. This I will show you the diesel engine. The raw material is the wood logs. You can see the machine working fluently. No, I will show you other videos. No, my coworker Damon will introduce other machine.
Hello everyone, I'm Hank. I'm back. Now we'll introduce our wood branch crusher machine. Later, our colleague Lily also will introduce our machine's details and reply for everybody some questions about our machines. Now we can see. About this wood branch crusher machine, usually for the garden machine, like our clothes, shoes. The garden machine usually, like the city garden have for one time you need to cutting much the small or finer or fine the branch to make a fertilizer. Also have some grass and straw is too much material to process. So we can choose this wood branch crusher machine. Now we can see the machine pictures and it will be more clearly. Please wait. Yeah, this is our wood branch crusher machine. Compare before time with the wood crusher machine, wood chipper machine, wood hammer, mill machine. For this machine is different. The structure is different. First, for this machine, the feeding is like this. The house is like horizontal type. Is more easily to feed the material like the wood branch, grass, straw, or the bigger wood diameter. Usually for the branch is length, so you can choose this machine. For this machine, now we have two types. First is the match 28 horsepower diesel engine, or if you want to have enough power, you can choose the 32 horsepower diesel engine. For the diesel engine, both is the electric start is very easy. Also, if you have the factory electric, you can choose the electric motor. That will be good, will have enough power. And for this machine, usually is you feed the material through this feeding port, have the blades cutting, and have a roller to press and cutting. Through the working house, finally through the feeding port will blow out, and the feeding port direction is can adjust so you can easily to collect. And for this machine also is very easily move. Usually this machine is matched to rubber wheel, and for this is for in the machine's hand part is can easily move. Now we can see some video about this machine. For this machine actually is easily operate, but the machine is big. You can see, put the wood, then blow out. For make the wood chips, make fertilizer is very good. You can see, and for this machine, for some customers they have much material, will have a mesh of the branch, straw, and the wood log. So you can choose this machine. Also, this machine, because its big, is more suited for need a big quantity. And for this machine, also can match its tractor type, but usually for processes like this is very fine. It's a branch. This is matches 28 horsepower diesel engine type. Is smaller. Process less than 12 centimeter wood branch log is no problem. And for this machine, compare other the forest machine, especially the wood crusher machine and the wood sawdust machine. This machine, the final pieces is not even for makes different sizes of wood chips, so it's mainly suited for make a fertilizer. And show you some pictures about this machine. This is the machine's pack we export the goods with wood case pack. And also we can see the machine's final pieces. You can compare the different with other machines. The final pieces you can see have some of the wood chips is smaller and have some is bigger, because this machine is only is through the roller press and the cutting to cut the wood branch. So the final pieces is different, but for make a fertilizer is no problem. And for this machine, now we can see the inside. This is the mainly process part. About this is the roller, like the steel roller. To match is 4 pieces of blades, the high-speed steel blades. Have also with the screw to fix. When you process the wood log, wood branch, the other kind of the material will through the roller first press, then the blades will cut it. And we can see the blades picture. For this is the smallest type of blades. For the blades, you can see is all the blades with high-speed steel. For some blades also is spare part, but it can use 1 to 2 years. And for one period of time, you just to sharpen some blades is no problem. And we can see the feeding pot. Feeding pot, you can more clear about the machine is how to feed. You can see for this is about 20 centimeter to 70 centimeter. But the process we test processes max the diameter about wood is 12 centimeter is no problem. And for this machine, if you choose your tractor or car to drive this machine, they also have the light is very good and easily move and safety. And for this machine, for the attention part, mainly is like the feeding part. The feeding part is have one equipment for easily to feed the material like this. After you purchase the machine, we will offer the product menu and introduce the points about this machine. Some point you need oil and select electoral and other point. And for this machine also have another bigger type, but is more suitable. You have a big factory or have a big business to selling the with a branch. Usually for our local customer is have he have a business, he want to process a method of the wood branch straw, and he can use our machine, use his car to drive the machine, go to his place and process the wood branch, the wood grass was okay. Maybe we can see some video about this machine more clearly. This is process the different type of material. This is the fresh grass and the wood branch is no problem. And for we test the machine process the wood, we test have the our local wood and pine wood is no problem. If your local material using it is hard, also you can send a message to us and contact us. We can confirm the wood is which machine is suited for you. Now we can see some video about this machine. First is usually or most customer choose like the dry and is not stretch the wood branch or is bigger. You are hard to through the simple tool to process the wood, so you can choose our machine. Like the video shows, just put the wood branch, then out. You can get the final smaller to make directly make fertilizers wood chips. And the blow distance usually is about 3 meters is no problem. Also you can choose a tank, through the tank directly to collect this material. The tank is full. You can drive the tank is away, so is suitable for so you have a business selling wood chips. And this is our customer feedback video for process from the just cutting the wood branch for fresh and length. And the length is longer as the branch. Just put the material, and then the material will automatically to feed. The roller will process the wood branch, then for easily to operate. Yeah, this is the tractor drive type. You can see this is for the bigger type, even matches the 100 horsepower diesel engine type. It can process the more big diameter. Okay, about this machine, if you have other question, you also can contact us. Our Weiwei machinery have more than 20 years history and experience to produce the service machine. Welcome to our colleague Lily and introduce the wood crushing machine, some points, and also will reply our everybody's questions.
Okay, now I know customers who have to buy our products must have a lot of concerns, such as how about your products? Are you factory? What's your feature compared with other companies? Now I will tell you about our company. Our company is Zhengzhou Weiwei Machinery Company Limited, and is a professional manufacturer of agricultural machines over 30 years. Our factory was established in 1980 and covering a total area of over 10,000 square meters. There are 200 staff to ensure delivery time and product quality. Our company is a professional agricultural machine manufacturer or chop cutter, and we always enjoy a great reputation and customer certification, both at home and abroad. We would like to work together with you to create brilliant. Not only that, we also have many certifications. Every certification is an approve of our company and products. Our main product has 4 items. And firstly is our oatmeal machine. Let's put this. This machine can have many cans such as logs, broad scraps, bamboo, and so on. The finished products are widely used in industrial production of garden and so on. And secondly is our wood chipping machine. It's mainly used for cutting logs, bamboo plates, and tree branches. There are 2 kinds of feeding methods of chip machine, and long logs are generally fed by flight modes, and short logs and chips can be fed by oblique or flight modes. This machine is particularly suitable for small horses and garden and branch crushing and so on. Can cut and crush small diameter and branches. Thirdly is our wood serving machine. This machine can process the wood logs, rod, and scope. After cutting, make wood serving is an automatic tip old machine. This serving used in animal bed, livestock bed, planting, mushroom, and so on. And finally is our wood grinder machine. This is one type advanced and manufacturing machine. Can crush and grind the grass, bamboo, and other materials. The final process widely used in paper and wood pellets and artificial broad garden and others. Then how to choose this? If you need to mill the wood, you can choose wood mill machine and wood grinder machine. This product is widely used in paper making, particle board, and so on. It can not only crush the wood materials, but also crush the wood crops, forage, and others. It truly achieves a lot of uses. If you need to low price and high quality products, you can choose for the cheaper machine like this. And it's named the low price and high return product by the most of users. If you need to more beautiful material, you can choose our wood serving machine. It can be used for animal bed, livestock bed, and planting. So now I will introduce our advantage. You can see our machine is all steel body and we have land wheel, can easily to move, and we have many color to choice: blue, orange, red, and white. Not only that, we have gear lever, and we can buy motor, and the use of high quality cutting tools, the service life of the machine, and you can see our wood super machine has so many model, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can choose by your requirement, and you can choose 1.5 ton per hour and 1.6 ton per hour and 3.5 ton per hour or 8.5 per hour. And our machine is used safety, and we are factory supply. We have high quality and low price. This product can improve work efficiency. Not only that, the old chip machine is mainly composed of feeding device and and fun device and a protective device. The core part of machine is subject to balance processing technology so that this machine operates smoothly without noisy. The use of high-quality cutting tools, the service life of the machine. The cutter head is made of cast steel and has the advantage of wear resistance and impact resistance. The finished wood chip size can be adjusted according to the customer requirement. Okay, this is question time. Are you factory? Yes, we have our own factory, and our factory established in 1980. Any other question? Okay, if you take a large order, you will enjoy some discounts, and we can use gasoline. We can use diesel, and motor also can use gasoline. We have different colors to choice. Which machine your hot seating? Our hot seating machine is this. What's the main order? Green color is okay. Every color is okay. We have different color to choice, and we can take order by Alibaba or ask our staff. Yes, we can process many things such as bamboo and straw and branches and wood. Thank you.
Okay, everybody, and now for this live is over, and we need to say goodbye. But don't lift. Later, our another two colleague will introduce our machines about the animal feed machines, the chaff cutter, and welcome everybody to continue visit and our live and follow our channel. Thanks everybody. Goodbye. 下次没有问题，自己知道问题就可以。
好，对，所以说后面得有人给他发，这个人
不是
顺
他
便给他快点，他另外两个弄。